We are speaking with Mary Alice Carfi. She is a candidate for the State Senate in District 17 in this primary and will be in the general election coming up in December. Good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up on a farm in Smith County in Gordonsville, and I was lucky enough to have a family that taught me the value of hard work. My grandparents, Pete and Evelyn Watts, started out their life together with very little. My grandfather started as a solo paint contractor and worked his way up to owning Watts Construction Company and Watts Angus Farm. My parents, Don and Phyllis Eckel, they really showed me by example the value of hard work. Every day on the farm we would get up before we did anything else. We would go check on the animals, feed the animals, and most of the time I think we got up before the roosters. We would go to work, they would go to work, I would go to school, and then after that my mom would pick me up. She's one of the most hardworking people I know. She would run me around to all my different extracurricular activities that usually involved 4-H or music, things like that. And then we would get home, I would start my homework, and she would still be outside working on the farm or in the yard until after dark. Now, my daddy was full-time National Guard, and whenever I would ask him a question, he would always tell me to go look it up in the encyclopedia. So I spent most of my time with my nose buried in an encyclopedia in my childhood. But that really taught me to research and analyze and come up with rational solutions to problems. Now, when I graduated Smith County High School, I went to MTSU and earned my bachelor's degree in criminal justice administration. And I knew one thing when I graduated MTSU. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to be an attorney. And a few years later, I went to law school, and I graduated from Nashville School of Law and started my practice. That's been going since 2012. And I had my daughter in the middle of my second year of law school, so I learned a lot from that experience. And she's 9 now, and she really keeps me on my toes. As an attorney running a solo practice, I work with people constantly that have different opinions, but they're usually trying to work towards the same goals. My job is to help them come up with solutions, sometimes out-of-the-box solutions, that work for everyone involved. And in our state legislature, that's exactly what needs to happen. They need to stop being so concerned about voting down party lines and focus on the actual issues and work together to figure out what will help make people's lives better and what will work for our people. My husband, Jamie, and my daddy are both very strong Republicans, and that leads to some pretty interesting Sunday dinner conversation. Some of which I would be griping about, different issues and the way things are and how crazy and polarized things have been. And I never in a million years thought that I'd be running for political office. But sometimes God puts an opportunity in front of you that you just can't ignore. In this particular case, when the special election came up, I decided it was time for me to try and step up and do something, and to really try and change things and to bring some common sense to the chaos. My major issues are access to health care, jobs that pay a decent wage, and a good education. All of those things are connected. If we educate our kids, then we can draw jobs that pay good wages, and then the health care just follows along with that. So it's very important that the legislature focus on those. Those are all essential issues that need to be addressed, and that's exactly what I intend to do when I'm elected. And I think that's about it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being with us. Appreciate it.